this morning is Monmouth Police Chief Joe Switzer. Good morning.
Good morning.
How about that forecast?
That's up and down. That's for sure.
Yeah, it's definitely playing with my allergies.
That time of the year, though, I guess.
Yeah, have you hit the golf course?
Not yet.
You didn't?
No.
With all this great weather?
No, not yet. I will. Probably closer to May is when I'll get into the golf course.
You have a set time, right?
Yeah, usually, and it's got to be consistently. I'm a warm weather golfer, so it's got to be consistently warm.
There you go. There you go. How are things at the Monmouth Police Department?
Good. Good.
All right, let's talk about your January report that you presented to council.
Yes, for the month of January, we made 30 arrests. We issued 92 citations. We handled 1,198 calls. The dispatch center took in 2,865 calls. We handled 26 accidents, and the officers worked 42 grand hours.
Okay, how does that compare?
That's about normal. I mean, for a month, like I've said before, the numbers they ebb and flow, and some months are a little more busier than others. It depends on how many grant hours we're out there working the IDOT grant hours per month. The holidays, when they come around, obviously we've got more people out on
Sure.
the grant time doing traffic safety things. So it just depends.
Okay. February, you have pretty much Valentine's Day. That's not usually a crazy day for police, but you do
Right.
have St. Patty's Day coming.
Yeah, there'll be a campaign through IDOT for the traffic enforcement on the St. Patrick's Day weekend, or usually it's the week prior to and the week after that covers that date.
Okay. All right. And you also have police testing coming up as well.
We do. We're going to establish another list, and hopefully we can get candidates to come in. I know we have several applications in already, but if you're interested, come to the police department, get an application filled out, and you'll be given a study guide to study for the written part of the test. And I'd suggest, with what we're going to give you is the power test that everybody has to do during the testing process. Start working on that. And a lot of times we have people come in and they can't pass the power test, so which is the physical agility aspect of it. And you have to do that here. You have to do it before you go to the academy, and you have to do it at the academy. So, if you're serious about it, go out and do some running, do some push-ups and sit-ups, and you should be fine.
Do you feel like the air is definitely feeling lighter as far as people wanting to become police officers again?
We're still seeing shortages, I think, compared to what we have in years past.
Sure.
But we did have a time there where we had zero people turn applications in, and now the last testing cycle we had 5 people on the list, and we are seeing applications trickle in. So
Good.
Yeah.
Any requirements to be a police officer?
Just a valid Illinois license, minimum age of 21 when you attend the academy. You can test if you're 20 and be on the list before your 21st birthday. So don't let that hold you back. And high school diploma or GED.
Okay. And you said the power test, which is the physical agility, and then the written part of the test. What takes place on the 9th? Is it both or just one of the two?
We'll do the physical agility aspect first, and then those that make it through that will go on to take the written portion of the testing.
Okay, and that's March 9th. And is that at the local police station?
Yeah, it'll be at the police department.
Okay, and what time?
I believe it starts at 8:30. Part of the packet you're going to get is going to have all this information. Starts at 8:30. The packet lists the requirements. There's an orientation, brief orientation, and then we'll get started into the physical agility part of it.
Okay. Benefits to being a police officer today?
It pays well. Insurance. There's ample opportunity to work overtime and make extra money once somebody makes it through the FTO program and gets on their own. You get to work outside all day, every day, or all night, every night if you want. And I've done that. I'm in 30 years now being a police officer, and I really couldn't have seen me doing anything else.
Okay. Plus the ability to know that you contribute to making sure our community is safe.
You do, and everybody that comes to work every day, that's our main goal, is contributing to the community and helping the community, keeping them safe, solving problems, and that's what we do on a daily basis.
Yes, and your guys do, and gals, just your entire team does a nice job.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, also we have to talk about the traffic. So
yes.
we have a wonderful project going on, but it's going to take some challenges to get used to.
It is, and it's actually going to be an awesome project. I think,
yeah.
Everything's going to look a lot different and function a lot smoothly once they get done with the construction. But around the square, they are doing a lot of construction right now, and you can't park on some of the quadrants. I think the courthouse one is still open, but the other quadrants are closed, so you have to figure out somewhere else to park. Be careful going around the square. There's people walking around running equipment and just kind of be defensive when you're driving around the square. Go slow and give everybody some room.
Yes, there's cones, sometimes up, sometimes down.
Right.
Things move.
Yes.
That's what we're seeing the most. So we have to have people make sure that they slow down and take their time because it's not the same square you're used to going through.
Right. And once it's done, like I said, it'll prove to be a better for the traffic coming through there. I believe it's going to take the traffic around the square is supposed to be one lane.
Correct.
Okay. It appears there's 2 lanes there. People do act like it's a 2-lane square, but it's not. It's technically supposed to be a roundabout.
Sure.
And it's 1 lane of traffic, and you yield coming onto the square and going off. There's different variations of how they do that going off, but
it's because it was made for a 1974 Mercury Cougar.
That could be, yes.
The big old boats,
right.
Not for our little,
Right. The modern day roundabouts are kind of, I'm sure you've been through them. They're kind of skinny. So.
Yes. What was your first car?
1978 Camaro.
A Camaro?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
78,
I don't know what
huh?
my dad was thinking when he bought that, but.
That was the thing in the 70s, though.
It was, too. Yeah.
Nice. Well, so a 1978 Camaro. I don't know if that was a boat or not.
No. It was actually fairly small. But I mean, bigger than most because I did have a Chevy Chevette too at one time, and that was
Chevette.
A Chevette. That was about half the size of the Camaro.
Was that when you were in college?
No, that was I had the Camaro partway through high school, and then I got the Chevy Chevette, and then I went to I think it was a '77 Pontiac Grand Prix, which was about 40 feet long. It seemed like so.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't thought of a Chevette in ages.
Yeah.
And you can feel that as you're sitting here as they drill. Our building just kind of shakes.
Oh, yeah.
So we all just got to get used to it.
That's right. Yeah, and you have a front row seat to it.
We do.
So
yeah, good things coming with the, we're talking, of course, about the downtown infrastructure phase 1 of the project for the downtown. And that's going to continue through the summer and into the fall with the streetscape.
Yeah, it's going to be quite a while. So just everybody settle in and get used to it and be safe and careful driving around it.
Absolutely. And also distracted driving is it's that time of year where there's more people on the roads because we have good weather. There's more stuff and activities that start to go on once spring happens.
Right.
And you oftentimes, unfortunately, see and hear about accidents caused by distracted driving.
Yeah, keep the cell phones down. And a lot of cars nowadays, I think your phone Bluetooths to your car. It's easier that way. You're supposed to be hands-free. Don't read text messages and try to make calls and whatnot on the phone. While you're driving, that does distract you. That brief moment you look down on your phone. Depending on how fast you're traveling, you could have gone, 100 feet. You could have gone 200 feet. Somebody could have stepped out in front of you or off the curb or whatever the case may be. That moment in time is the dangerous part.
You got it. All right, Chief, anything else you want people to know?
No, not right now.
All right. Thank you so much for coming in and keeping us above, knowing what's going on in Monmouth.
You bet. Thank you.
Appreciate it. That is Monmouth Police Chief Joe Switzer with us